Hey guys, Omni here. We are back finally to pick up where we left off with Supergirl and the final season. We're about to go into episode 8. The last one wrapped up the whole two-parter with Prom and getting Kara back from the Phantom Zone. The mission to get her back was executed flawlessly, to say the least. No, it wasn't. It wasn't flawless, but they got out. Not only did they get out, Nixley also got out along with them, but Kara is back. She's free from the Phantom Zone. Seemingly, she's got her father now. I'm curious to see where that's going to go. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking about where we've been with this. We've been reacting to the final season. After this, we're going to have 12 episodes to go because this is going to be a little bit longer than some of the current seasons going on right now. So to give it that oomph. And I've been enjoying the season so far. Vastly, way more than last season. I don't know. I just have been invested in a lot of the storylines in this so far. I think a lot of the performances have been pretty strong. Even the effects I feel like have been better. Really enjoying the season, surprisingly enough. And I'm curious to see how it comes to a close. There was some talk about behind the scenes on Superman and Lois that some of the reasons they decided not to ever mention Kara in the season so far was because they had mentioning Kara had the potential to spoil the final season, is what they have said. So I'm definitely curious to find out how that would mean, what that would mean. So we'll find out. But guys, we're going to go ahead and dive into this episode, pick up where we left off with this. It's called Welcome Back, Kara. If you want to see the full-length unedited reaction, make sure you check out my Patreon, and you can see that there to sync up with your own time cub. You can even become a member here on the channel, gets you access to it as well. Helps support the channel, helps me do this. I'm working on getting an editor to help me with my Tuesday evenings, hopefully, because it's since Marvel moved their new releases to Wednesday mornings. It's been my Tuesdays have been freaking rough every week, so I'm trying to get some help with that, and that's how you can help me get to that point, so I can get my content out to you guys at least a little bit more consistently, and hopefully save my health a little bit. Anyway, guys, that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this episode.
Eagle 1, the package is in hand.
Return to the tower immediately.
Brainy is my favorite character. Wow. Jesse.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Jesse Rath is just fucking gold, man.
Am I late?
Thank you.
Ugh.
Did I miss it?
He's just comedy gold, man.
Where's Supergirl?
She's still
It's
on
got
the
little
sunrise.
donuts on it. Well, munchkins, I think, actually.
You told me the clock was ticking.
Or there's just mini donuts.
We thought you'd eat the cake.
You thought I'd eat the cake? What, am I an animal? I would never.
Oh, yeah, I forgot because of his anxiety eating. Yeah, there's a very strong chance he could have ate the cake on the way there.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It was just a nightmare. Was it about the Phantom Zone? I don't want to talk about it. No. You don't have to. Okay. It's all behind us now.
I don't think I ever want to hear the word phantom ever again. Not in an opera, not in a Star Wars movie.
I was thinking about that.
Alex, yeah. Have another hug, please.
No.
Feelings ahead, thinking we might not ever see you again. I'm glad I don't have to feel that anymore.
He might stop binge eating now.
It's only because you're on the team that I'm here.
There she is.
Father, how long have you been awake?
Just long enough to try out the perks of your yellow sun. The man could get used to flying.
I'll wait until I teach you how to use your heat vision. Cold coffee?
He's like, what? Heat vision?
Not many people get to reunite with lost loved ones. After so long.
Aw.
And in the Phantom Zone, no less.
Zor-El, I'm sure that a
Yeah, let's not mention that.
You must be anxious to get back to Argo City.
I am, of course. But before I go, I'd like to see what my daughter's been up to here on Earth.
You are my Uncle Archie visiting from Midville.
Don't worry. I promise no one will even know I'm there. I'm starting to understand my strength. I'm sorry about your door.
No, it's not that. I'm just
Did he break her door?
disappeared without a trace. I'm surprised I still even have a job. What did you tell her exactly?
That Cat Grant reached out to you personally to do a profile on Darien resistance leader Miguel de Miranda,
Okay.
and that you've been off-grid embedded with him.
Wait, what?
I'm just. Hi, Andrea. Good morning.
I want you to call Supergirl. I want an exclusive with her about how she stopped the National City Phantom attacks.
The what?
Oh, she doesn't know that the... Oh, didn't even think about that.
Here's a list of the victims, and I want all the details. Don't let them...
Oh, this is gonna guilt her so hard.
Why did no one tell me that phantoms attacked National City?
She knew you'd be worried, and for no reason. The Phantom is gone. This is in the past.
Yeah, but how did it even get here?
He sort of released it the first time we tried to rescue you.
So all of these people suffered because of me?
No. Kara? No. It is Lex's fault. He is the one that sent you there. I will go talk to Uncle Archie and remind him that humans cannot lift 800 pounds of machinery.
Welcome back, Kara. Something's broken through the Earth's atmosphere. Looks like a large piece of machinery.
Oh no.
Speeding towards us.
Well, you really want to see what Kara's life is like? Suit up and get ready to fly.
That's a lot of debris we're just ignoring.
I'll go get it.
Try your freeze breath.
Man, I just gotta say, I'm so spoiled by the flight and Superman and Lois.
Your oceans are dying, just like ours did.
I know, Father. And I understand your fears, but it's not just our oceans.
I'm afraid the fire from this morning has reignited.
We had it contained.
The fuel leak is coming from a Dominator warp drive.
Neglect like this is what destroyed Krypton. The death of the oceans, that was the tipping point. But if I could access Krypton's records, I could really compare the data and analysis. Maybe there's something I missed on Krypton. The pod we used to send you to Earth. Do you still have it? It should have retained data from your launch date.
Well, actually, I have something a lot better. I'm just surprised that everything's still in order after.
Of course it is. That's what I'm here for.
You have a calyx. I think I know how to save your oceans. This is Oscar.
Looks like Kellex, just with some ugly 80s style shoulder pads.
Is Oscar an acronym?
Oh no, he's named after that irritable green creature who lives with
Yes, he binge watched Sesame Street while I was recovering under the sun lamps.
Crash course on Earth customs.
Did you upgrade him with Clue and technology?
Ah.
I would hardly call it an upgrade.
Oh, insult.
Oscar can shrink trash and convert it into energy in seconds. Oscar will then absorb that energy, rendering it harmless.
Okay. But I want him recalled at the first sign of distress.
Of course.
Dude, he's gonna create his own little villain here out of this little guy. Looks good though, like this thing looks pretty sick. I'm actually impressed with that for what we've seen in the show before. Jeez, that's such a mess.
William Soares was telling the truth. There's got to be something here. Jackpot.
He's watching them. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell?
I'll recall him. I've issued the return command, but he's not responding.
We're looking for anything that he might have absorbed that would corrupt his programming and make him disappear.
The DEO had Dax in mind.
Oh, ooh, okay.
That might explain his new cloaking abilities.
Shrinking energy doesn't get rid of it. It still has to go somewhere.
That energy is what powers Oscar. He's self-sufficient.
Unless he's been compromised by one of my brother's unholy experiments.
It's Oscar's clue and energy core. Why is it red?
All that energy's overloaded him. If he gets any higher, it's going to detonate with the force of an atomic bomb.
We have to find him.
His trail's gone.
Whoops.
A cold. That's it. That's how we can reset him. We'll give him a virus.
Oh my god.
For any bits of key.
he literally line for line just quoted Independence Day. Jeff Goldblum. I'm it's not surprising from Brainy, man. He is like a meme machine.
No, I can still fix him. He can still save Krypton. Earth. He can still save Earth.
Oh,
My signal wave blast is nearly complete.
damn.
We should be decloaking any
He's just desperate to not let this happen again.
When Oscar reappears, we need to be ready.
What the fuck? It's got like a DEO thing there, like it's a badge. Whew, that's good.
Nina, I lost the drone with the virus in it. Can you recall it?
Stand by.
Brainy, I'm trying, but I can't control it.
Brainy, that force field is keeping me from accessing the drone.
You have to find a way to get close enough to the drone to release the virus manually.
On it.
How will you get close enough?
I need to get him to think I'm trash.
Galax, you stupid idiot! Can you hear me? Wow! Look how big and dumb you are! You sorry excuse for a Roomba! I know you know the truth! Without that Kaloo and power core, you're nothing! I regret nothing!
Are you okay?
I'm sifting through trash, just a little further to Kellex.
Oh, what the fuck was that? He made like an energy sword.
Supergirl, that is a Talian proto-array. Your suit's been breached. It's not going to protect you from the kryptonite.
I think I've got it.
The virus has been deployed. The Kaloon energy core is shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
I got him. You didn't mean all those things you said, did you? I meant every word.
I mean, it's still got kryptonite in it though, right? Okay. Did we forget about that?
I was so focused on avoiding the past, I ran headfirst into all my old mistakes.
I definitely understand that.
I may have made a lot of mistakes in my life, but the one thing that went right was you. You don't need to carry the weight of this world or any world on your shoulders every moment of every day. Sometimes, even though you're Kryptonian, it's okay to be you.
These attacks on National City, we've been killing ourselves trying to cover them like every other news outlet. But the real story is who's stopping them.
Ooh.
Supergirl and our friend?
Super friends.
Hmm.
Huh. That's good.
The Super Friends.
I like that. Let's run with that.
Okay, this is like, okay, I'm not gonna let the chopsticks defeat me tonight, but you're gonna have to open the wine. I tried.
It was so cold in there.
What?
In the Phantom Zone. Every breath felt like ice.
It's okay, you don't have to talk about this, okay? Remember?
No. I want to. I need to.
Okay.
I don't want to be alone anymore.
You are not alone. You've got me. It's okay.
I think I just so desperately wanted to get away from the Phantom Zone that I didn't let myself process how much I went through. How afraid I was. What if that fear never goes away?
The only way out is through. And we're gonna get through this together.
Iris West Allen wrote a piece for the Central City
Uh-huh.
Citizen about how the city came together after an attack. That's what I need to write my piece on.
That is a very noble and a very courageous thing to do. Thank you.
And we need need to get you a
The whole mirror plot. What? Just dreaming about Nixley. That was a good little episode coming back into everything. I like the PTSD element of it. I always kind of like dealing with stuff like that. I liked the interaction of them showing Zor-El like how like Kara's life and him acclimating to his powers, like kind of like in a naive childlike kind of way. That was a lot of fun. Lena and Nia's back and forth, that they're continuing that relationship they kind of built off love last time we saw them, and motivating each other forward. And I definitely feel for Nia, seeing like, you know, Kara get both her parents back, and she's still not, you know, she desperately just wants one more moment with her mother. Like, it was something that played into her, a lot of her storyline this season, especially when she went into the past while her mother was alive. She wanted to reach out to her, just for one moment of hearing her voice. It's just such a sad, painful thing to go through, and like, it's just relatable. Brainy in this is just Brainy, and he was fucking hilarious. Jesse Rath is easily become one of my favorite characters. I feel like I talk and praise Jesse Rath and Brainy like almost every episode. Melissa gives some really stellar performances, and just she's just really good, man. As much as the storylines, like the main plot storylines, the driving conflict of each episode may or may not be great a lot of the time, I can always count on at least the characters, the actors, the performers involved to give some stellar performances. I feel like they do their best to elevate so much of the material in the show, and it's really more than the story. I'm here for the performances. I'm here for the team, the characters themselves, not necessarily what they go through, but how they rely on each other, how they come together, how they push through their events. And I think that's the inspiring part of the show, not the superhero antics, not really the stuff that they fight or all that stuff, because like a lot of the time it's just cheesy. It's sometimes the plots that get us to these points are just kind of a roundabout way, kind of silly, dumb, and it's just kind of like just comic books in general in most cases, not all, but in most. This I feel like the show has always kind of struggled a little bit, except in a couple of key iconic storylines throughout the seasons that are few and far between, that have had some pretty strong development, impact, and pathos and all that. It struggles with kind of building out a daily conflict in these week-to-week episodes, but something that I always am grounded by each time is the characters, which have been written inconsistently. Obviously, we had Lena last season, but it was just is what it is. But the performances never faltered. They were always strong. And I like that we're seeing everybody kind of come together in this, and I like that. A little tie into Iris's piece on what happened with Central City, so it makes me wonder, again, kind of where this is taking place. Because I'm wondering, like, did Iris, like, just write this? Because that could be, like, right in between between where season 6 ended and season 7 started. Well, I mean, that's kind of in between. There was a kind of a gap between the end of the mirror attacks and then where the Force arc actually picked up. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of a time skip. So that can place that right there. We know definitely time had passed from there, because I'm definitely trying to place like where I'm trying to figure out, break down where this lines up with when Superman and Lois is taking place. I think we'll get some more information on that when Diggle shows up for his episode in this season, but we'll see. I like the episode. It was fun. Anything else to call out? I'm wondering how far that storyline with Andrea is going to go, with her prying into the lives of the Super Friends. I knew they weren't ever going to call themselves the Justice League, but they've made multiple Super Friends references, let alone the Hall of Justice and Gleek Easter egg and Crisis on Infinite Earths. So definitely like they're leaning into more the Super Friends kind of thing to distinguish themselves a little bit. And also, I think it kind of is a way to kind of excuse a little bit of the campy nature of the shows that they've kind of transitioned into over the years. I mean, there's always been a little bit of a camp element outside of Arrow with a lot of the shows, but outside of Flash season 1 and 2 and, well, 3, there's some camp in there still, but I think they're kind of like, this is where they want to go going forward. I don't know how that's going to work in the long run, but I mean, it's working. It's all right. It is what it is. I like the Super Friends element, man. I watched that cartoon all the time growing up. I wonder if we'll actually ever get the Wonder Twins, though. Think we will? We'll see. But guys, this was a decent episode to return back to. Like seeing all the characters interacting again. Brainy seems to be getting over his binge eating habits. And I like that little way we opened into this. He was like, we told you it was an emergency. You need to hurry up. We were worried you'd eat the cake on the way here. Nice little throwback to how things have been throughout the season so far as stress eating. But yeah, fun episode. Guys, what do you think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Before we go, I want to shout out to channel legends, Manny Share, Ryan, Karen, Jason Coleman, and Philly Vane. If you want to see my full unedited reaction, remember that's on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, get you access to that as well. And that's it for this episode of Supergirl, and I will see you guys next week with the next episode. Take care, everybody.